What's up guys, Odra here. So today, instead of doing a tour series like I've been doing, like touring the various buildings in the city and stuff, I want to do something a little bit different and show you guys how I go about constructing various things and stuff like that, because sometimes it can be fun to watch somebody do like a speed build and just see how they go about constructing things and stuff. So what I'm going to be doing today is filling up this little park section here. As you'll notice around, actually what I'm going to do is, because again, I know some of you guys have been telling me that I have problems with shaky cam. So let me try and turn down my mouse sensitivity a bit. That should hopefully reduce a bit of the shakiness, because I know I tend to stutter around with the camera a lot. But anyways, so I'm sure you guys have noticed that there's various parks around the city. I just went through a tree there, but it's all good. There's various parks around the city. Whenever there's some space in between the buildings and the paths, I'll usually fill it in with like little parks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how I do that over here. So this is kind of a biggish food court here, but over here we got some empty parks, because what I've done, as some of you guys may have remembered, so basically all the parks in this section here, the carved stone section, are pretty much done. And I'll make another like tour video later on showing the various parks in this in the curved stone sector. But I haven't really done any of the parks here in the basic whole residential sector. So what I'm going to be doing today is filling up this little corner here. So let's get started. So first of all, one of the things we're missing are the flowers. You'll notice that there's always flowers around all the various buildings and stuff, because I'll make the path. The paths are always red blocks, the carved cinnabar, I believe it is. Then the carved, God, what's that one called again? The Larimar, carved Larimar, and then another space with grass, and then finally the building. So that's kind of the pattern I've been doing everywhere. So regardless of how thick the walkways are, it's always red, blue, and then finally the grass, and then whatever building's there. So this part here is missing the flowers, so that's pretty easy to do. I've got them already laid out. You'll notice that they are patterned. They usually go blue, yellow, blue, and then this one, the shrubbery, which I'm not really sure what it's called. I think it's just like a shrub or whatever. So what we'll do is, since we got the pattern laid out, we're just going to select them real quick. We're just going to select 4. So let's copy these guys here, and then we can just easily paste them along. So there we go. Ooh, paste not complete, not enough blocks. All right, that's because we have to access our cargo system. There we go. So there we go. Lay those down there, delete that. So we'll just go and paste the flowers around real quick. These little details here, to me, is really what makes can really make or break a build. Just simple little detailing like this, flowers, foliage, all these kinds of things really go a long way. Because if you do a little bit of that, it helps your build. Ooh, I messed up there. It helps your builds. It helps flesh them out, give them more details, and it basically makes them just better. So the more details and stuff like that you can flesh out, the better off you'll be. So there we go. That's already looking a bit better there. So just again, simple little things like that. Watch, like, okay, this guy here is missing that, so we can do that later. We'll fill out the flowers in this building later. I'm going to be doing that just one by one. That's how I've been really doing the city, taking my time with it and stuff. So let's see here. So we got the path laid out. I got a dirt path leading into the little park, and obviously the park is surrounded with, I made a little barrier around them all with leaves, and then all the corners of, you'll notice it all on all the corners of the leaves and stuff like that everywhere. They always have I guess you could call them accents or whatever. I'm not really sure how to describe that, but it's basically they, you know, you have one block thick and then always on the corners so they start to go up like that. So you'll see that around everywhere as well. Like, oh, it's flying into buildings and stuff. So like here, you know, like the edges always go up one and then another one. So 2, 3, 1. And you'll see that pretty much everywhere. Like again, over here, all the corners, all the breaks leading to the paths and all that, they always have accents. And I do that as well with other things. Like for example, this guy here, it's kind of hard to see, but this guy's surrounded by glass. And the glass also has those similar accents on the corners and all the deviations. Like whenever it turns or breaks or whatever like that, you'll always have accents. I'm sure I'm missing the right word for that right now, but whatever. We'll continue onwards. So let's see here. We've got a kind of weirdly shaped area here because again, I'm filling in the parks with all like the odds and end, all the weird areas, odds and ends where I couldn't really fit a building will go with a little park. So let's see here. For example, here we can fill this in with some more chairs. And the carved stone section, the chairs are blue and yellow. So I'm still not sure what color I'll be using for this part, but I guess we'll go with white and black. Because again, I want to have kind of certain color schemes and stuff like that for the various the 4 different sectors in the city. So I guess we'll make the basic hull one black and white. So where's my black hull? There we go. So now the other question is, what should we use for what? Should we make a black table and white chairs or a white table and black chairs? I guess the only way to really find out is to try. So let's see here. Let's make a 3 by 4 wide table. So let's flip that guy around. Oh, we made him upside down, of course. There we go. So there's our chairs, and then we can make the table itself. You know what? For this, we're going to use lighten mode. Lighten usually makes it a lot easier to see things. Even though the city kind of looks a little weird in lighten mode. If you look around, yeah, it looks a little weirder than normal, but oh well. And this was the building I mentioned in one of the other videos. I think in the casino video. This building to me is really ugly, the blue and orange, so I'm definitely going to be remodeling this one at some point. But anyway, off on a tangent there. Let's continue back to the chairs. So let's finish our little table here. And the nice thing about StarMade is, you know, always you just got to build one and then you can just copy and paste it a bunch of times. I'm sure there's probably a black and white table somewhere around the city, but I'm not going to go flying around and try to find it. It'll just be boring for you guys. So, this thing is, you know what, let's get rid of that. There we go. And of course, every time I want to make a video, you know, you always have the most amount of mess ups. So let's see here. So what we're going to do actually, no, we're going to make this one here. And then for this one, we can use maybe, to give it a little bit more color variation, maybe a dark gray. Let's see here. Where's my dark gray hull? Dark gray hull, there we go. And we have almost none of it actually, okay. So I'm gonna have to go and make some more. There we go. So let's see how that looks. That looks kind of alright, I don't know. So well, you see, that's the whole deal. You gotta mess around with different things. Let's try maybe a glass wedge. Because you always want to try and vary things up. Because I figured, you know, if I just leave it all black, a black table, or a solid color table, it kind of, I don't know, I just like more variations and stuff like that. So then, oh, not grass, one glass. Let's try this guy here. So that looks a little bit better. Still kind of hard to see. Yeah, I guess maybe we can go with that for now. Alrighty, so that's the table. Let's copy this guy now. So that's 3 by 4. There we go, and we can copy him over here. That's how much space we're gonna have here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I guess as I was saying in the other video, you always want to have a bit of a separation between your chairs and tables and stuff like that. So let's try that. That looks it's kind of a little cluttered, isn't it? Let's see here. Gotta love that advanced build mode. So how about this? Let's put maybe 3 chairs there. And it's still looking a little cluttered though, because you don't want to overdo it. You know, you don't want to have a bunch of chairs everywhere. So let's try this. Let's get rid of this guy here, and I guess we'll fill in this area here with some grass maybe. Let's try grass. What I do? Let's try the grass. See how this works out. I'm gonna get rid of paste mode, and we're gonna fill it in with some elevated grass, and then we can make like some trees and stuff like that on here as well. Yeah, there we go. So that looks all right, and then we can make like perhaps a wall here, or maybe more grass. Let's see how that looks. Okay, maybe we'll see. Let's try now some foliage. There we go. Foliage. And then we do our basic outlines. There we go. There's the outline. And then elevation. You want some elevation in the foliage because you don't want it to just be all one thing. So there we go. Let's make our little plus kind pattern here. There we go. And then maybe we can give some accents around there as well, maybe. There we go. Yeah. There, that looks better. And then we can fill in the spaces here with more flowers. So I think we still have that selected. No, we have the table selected. So let's go back, select some more flowers, copy the flowers, and that way we get our little pattern there. Okay, well it's skipping them all and putting just all the blue ones because of the way it's set up. So let's do it just manually. Let's see here. We'll close this. So blue, yellow, blue shrubbery. Where's my shrubbery? Desert flowers, no. Again, I really wish, small berry bush, there it is. I really wish there was a way like auto sort this thing. I don't believe there's really an option for that, but that would be cool later on. Anyways, so let's see here, the blue, yellow, blue, shrubbery, blue, yellow, blue, shrubbery. So just blue and yellow. Let's see where my blue and yellow guys are. Of course, now I can't find them blue. And we'd replace yellow over here. There we go. So blue, blue, yellow. There we go. So that's not looking too bad. And let's see here. Now we got... always want to go for symmetries. This area right here. I guess we can put a tree here. So let's put a tree. Wood. Where's the wood? Do I not have any wood? Or unless they changed... well, it didn't show up, alright. Wood. So let's add a tree. Now, one of the problems I think I'm going to have with this tree is it's right next to the dome, the glass dome there. So I guess we can make a smaller tree. Let's see, let's make about... that seems maybe one more high. That seems to be a good height. There we go, and then we just filled it in. And there we go, there's a little tree. It's a simple little guy, but it gets the job done. Again, I really wish we had foliage wedges, like just more wedges really for all the various natural blocks and stuff like that. It makes it look a lot nicer. So there we go. See, there's the little separation area between the tables. You have your table separated, and you have a nice little garden type area separating them just for more overall aesthetics. So now let's go and get some more soil and complete the paths to the chairs. There we go. So we'll just make a little path to our chairs here. That way the people can get to them without ruining the nice pretty grass. And it adds, again, more overall aesthetics and stuff, because it just makes it look nice where with little paths and stuff everywhere. See, there we go, it's starting to take shape. We've got some more space here, so maybe we can, let's see here, we can fill this up maybe with some smaller chairs. So let's try this. We've got, let's see here, our center is there, so let's try maybe like this. Oh, I put it in the wrong orientation, of course, as always. That's typical. So let's try that. There's one. Maybe we can, let's see how that works. No, I don't think that's gonna work actually. Let's turn on lighten again. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna end this video here to keep them under 20 minutes, because if I make them over 20 minutes, it becomes such a pain to export and upload and stuff like that. So I'm gonna break them up into segments of 20 minutes or less. So stick around and we'll be continuing this little garden here in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think, and I will see you real soon.